Hi, welcome back to Wild About Nature. This is a really quick video about how to make a 15-minute, maybe 20-minute bug hotel or insect habitat, solitary bee habitat, which is what I really like to call them because that's what we'll use them, except a few spiders and some parasitical wasps and bees at the end of the season. So there it is. Doesn't look really nice, does it? It's on its side at the moment, but it will be laid flat once the glue dries. I'll show you that in a minute. Three basic materials: bit of bamboo, bit of old plastic PVC pipe, and an old scrap of wood, and that is it. And this will work. And bees, if you put it in the right place, in near the right vegetation and stuff like that, it will work and bees will come to it. So how did I do it? So I've got loads of this old pipe. It's laying around. You can find it in a tip or a rubbish or garbage truck. I don't know what you call them in America. We call them skips, but like a dumpster, that's it. I don't know if you can find them there. You can see I've cut the top off at an angle, with one side being about an inch higher than the other, and that bit's going to go at the top, and you can see here, there it is there, and that's because the rain's going to hit this side and hopefully trickle round or go off. The whole thing's going to be slanted slightly as well, that way actually, so there will be a natural runoff too. So that whole length of PVC pipe needs to be an inch longer than the bamboo you're cutting. Now the bamboo is probably going to be the bit that takes the longest. Bamboo's hideous to cut in the absence of a bandsaw, which are fantastic. I've never bought myself a bandsaw because I don't trust myself, and my dad's a carpenter, old school carpenter, and he's told me some horror stories. Well, I don't do it. The way I cut bamboo is to get some cable ties, get a bunch of bamboo, tighten it right up, put it in a vise or with some grips here, and then saw off a bunch at a time. Alternatively, I'll show you this other method. Now this is I wouldn't suggest doing this unless you're really comfortable with it. But if you've got the odd one or two bits that you need to cut, you can place a couple of bits of wood together and clamp them down. Mark your bamboo, keep your fingers away and being really careful. This is a really quick way. This is an old bit of bamboo, but there you go, simple. If you try and cut a single bit of bamboo the other way by sawing it, it will just go everywhere. It's a nightmare. Whereas doing it like that, really quick. So chopping the PVC pipe is a minute. Chopping the bamboo, maybe 10 minutes. You've then got the square of wood, which is another couple of minutes, and then what you do is put the bamboo inside the PVC pipe and tap it all down with a hammer, so that, obviously put the pipe on something flat first, tap it all down nice and tight, make sure you've got no loose bamboo in there first, tap it all down so that it's all flat with the bottom of the pipe on the surface that you're using, and then with the piece of wood, which is actually the back, cover that in glue. You put the pipe on first, mark it round, take it off, cover it in glue, put the pipe on and let it dry. So all those bits of bamboo are going to be well fixed in there. The reason for that is bamboo, like any wood, flexes over time. It warps and changes. So, and because of the tilt downwards on this, it will slowly fall out. With a bit of wood glue, that's all I'm using, bit of wood glue, that'll stay in for years, and that's it. If I just turn it as it's going to look, hopefully it won't come apart because it's almost dry. There we go. You can see there that natural tilt downwards, and that's it, all done. It's not the prettiest thing ever, but that's going to be effective, especially for leaf cutters, which is what this is designed for. Most bamboo won't appeal to some kind of red mason bees really, because the holes are a little bit bigger, and leaf cutters from experience always prefer it. So you'll place this in an easterly position, so where the sun's coming up, because that's what leaf cutters prefer in my experience. A dappled sunlight's not bad, nice sheltered location, no wind, and near rose bushes or some other bushes that leaf cutters like. I know they love cutting rose bushes to make the inside of their tubes. They're like, if you imagine a cigar in these holes, that's what essentially they're building in there, with lots of individual chambers. And they love rose bush leaves to cut that from, and you'll often see perfect circles in rosebush leaves, and that's leaf cutter bees doing that. So it's really predominantly for them. But how quick is that? I made this in literally about 14 minutes. So it's a really simple design, it recycles everything, and it's effective. And there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Like and subscribe, and watch my other videos. Trying to get this channel up to 1,000 views and 4,000 hours in the last 12 months, so I can start raising money for the World Land Trust to save rainforests, which is where the money goes. So anything you can do to help that is greatly appreciated. Cheers.